Good morning. It's good to see you back here in Champaign-Urbana, Illinois at the Virginia Theater. We weren't sure we were going to be here this year, but we are, and we're so happy that you guys made it at 9 o'clock on a Friday morning. This festival has meant a lot to a lot of people. As far as I'm concerned, it's always been a joy to come back to Champaign-Urbana every year. I'm not sure I'm going to come back again. I mean, this is what drew me back. But it's a beautiful town. It's my hometown. It's Roger's hometown, and this town has been very good to this festival. On a personal note, I've got my wife and daughter here this year. They're seated in the back row. And they weren't able to make it last year, and it's good to have them back for the last time. My job up here, I normally do this at the reception that we have at the President's House, but is to thank our sponsors, without whom this festival would not be possible. And this year, for the first time, we have a presenting sponsor in the Century Law Firm, who stepped up basically at the last minute and really allowed this festival to go forward. So we really thank them tremendously. Other sponsors that I'd like to thank include the Ebert Foundation. A lot of people don't know that the Ebert Foundation has always supported this festival, not only with Chaz and Roger's presence at it, but they've also contributed cash to make this thing possible. The same goes for the Alliance for Inclusion and Respect. Betsy Hendrick and Shattered Glass Studios. Joe Bennett and Diane Kennedy. It's probably, there's a whole list of these names, so it's probably best that if you want to see a movie this morning, I'll just go through them because they're very important to us. Jim Johnson and Colleen Quinn, Patty and John McNewsom, the Robeson Family Benefit Fund, and Brant Fortner. I should mention Brant is in from North Carolina. He's been coming to every festival since the very beginning and is the head of our advisory committee. Others include Melissa Batista and Gia Christofoli. I'm sorry if I butcher names. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Ann Benefiel and Joseph Kunkel, Bill Capel and Ernest Martin, Lou and Ellie Gross, Daryl and Jane Gum, Sanford Hess Consulting, Linda Johnson, Nell Minow, and David Apatoff, Eric and Shirley Pearson. Eric's going to be on stage with us after this film. Brian Russell, Richard and Elle Scholwin, Sharon Shavit and Steve Zinnerman, Dave and Marie Volkers, Jane DeLuce with Experience Champaign-Urbana, Dave and Peg Paulson, Terry Williams, Nancy Carter, Jay Chen and Wilford Vanderdonk, and W. Todd Salin. And we have a number of in-kind sponsors, people that have given us stuff that are essential for the festival, but yeah, You'll see their names up here. We'd also like to thank the Virginia Theater, which is our home away from home. Yeah, I guess that's enough thanks for now. One other person I want to thank and really honor is Chaz Ebert. Chaz co-founded the festival with Roger, and when Roger passed away, Chaz really stepped in and took the reins and kept this festival running and kept it as Roger envisioned it. So it's my honor and privilege and pleasure to introduce you to Chaz Ebert.
Welcome, and I love that so many of you came out at 9 o'clock on a Friday morning for this movie. Thank you so much. Roger would be so thrilled to see the theater filled once again, so thank you. For 27 years, the festival has been a place where we gather to celebrate not just movies, but empathy, storytelling. You know that Roger's famous quote is that empathy, the movies are a machine that generates empathy, allowing us to step into the shoes of someone of a different race or age or gender or political persuasion. It allows us to gain a better understanding of these people who are sharing this earthly journey with us. Empathy meant so much to him. And when he founded this film festival, that was the one thing that he said we must keep front and center. And I think for 27 years we have. There are many people who have made this journey possible. Nate mentioned some, I have to mention others. Our Virginia Theater team in the Champaign Park District, Kelly Hazel, Stephen Bentz, Stephanie Hagee, Mitch Marlowe, Stephen White, and so many others. They've been extraordinary partners in bringing this festival to life. And to our projectionists, James Bond and Joaquin de la Puente. I am so proud. I go to many film festivals, not just in the nation, but outside. And the people talk about the projection. They said, I heard someone was at that Virginia theater, and they said you had some special projectionist, kind of like James Bond. I said, no, it is James Bond. It's just a different James Bond. But they make everything look great. And I love the projection on this giant screen. Virginia Theater is one of the few remaining movie palaces in this country. We are so fortunate to be here. And to our Park District and Theater volunteers and the festival host volunteers, I have to thank you. You are the first face that some of our guests see when they step off the plane, and you help make their experience great. To our small but mighty team, this year, as you know, the University of Illinois College of Media, they've been a great sponsor, a great partner for many years, sponsoring and helping us. Last year, around the time that some universities got cuts in their grants, we received a notice that after the 2025 Film Festival, Ebertfest was going to be no more. And we were sad, Nate and I were sad, but some of you were furious, and you wrote letters and told us. And so Nate and I got together. We said, what can we do? Let's send a survey out to see how many people would come back are you really going to put your money where your mouth is? And you know what? You did. We sent out a survey. 94% of you said you'd come back. And on some projections this weekend, all the seats are filled. Thank you so much for that. And so we had to have a new team step in and step up to the plate. And the person who has been the festival coordinator this year is none other than Sonia Evans, my daughter. I didn't know she could do it, but she did. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you, Matt Fagerholm, and thank you, Daniel Jackson. You are the reasons people are in these seats, because Nate and I couldn't do it alone. So thank you. To the many film critics who have graced the stage over the years, I can't mention them all today, but as we go to each movie before, we'll introduce them. The most important thing is, and to all of you, you are the reason we are here. You are the reason we come back year after year. And you came, thank you so much. You came, you returned, you believed in this festival even after Roger passed. When some wondered if it could continue, you showed up year after year, and we're glad you did. And this weekend is our moment to celebrate those times together. Now, we have an action-packed lineup. Not action-packed, some of it is, angsty and artsy and everything, but that's why we come. Over the years, Roger said one of the things he was most proud of for this festival is bringing the audience along. In the beginning, I have to admit, after some of the weird films we showed, some of you would come up and ask us questions. And Roger said, you know what? Just take it in. Go talk to someone about it. See what your neighbor felt about it. When you're in line, ask someone what they thought of the film. Gain insights. Pretty soon, over the years, those questions stopped. You just came along. You went with the flow of the movie. That is so great. He said, that's what I want to do. That's the purpose of a film festival. This morning, we begin with the film Charliebird. And Nate is going to introduce the filmmaker, but I want to tell you, Samantha Smart is here, and this film, he's going to tell you more about it, she's going to tell you more about it, but one thing I want to say about Samantha Smart, she's gone through various stages of filmmaking, built her confidence and her competency with each thing, and then this morning, we're going to have Charliebird. And I love it. I love it when women, especially in the filmmaking world, find out that they can direct, they can write, they can produce, they can be filmmakers. And that's what Samantha Smart is. You're going to meet her in a minute. One film to me that was made for this huge screen is Nuremberg, and we have the director, Jamie Vanderbilt, here. And with him on stage is somebody who's become so dear to this festival over the years, Michael Barker from Sony Pictures Classics. We'll take a short lunch break, and then we will return with, I saw the beginning of this movie. I don't think I've seen the finished version, so I'm going to be eagerly looking for it like you. It's something called The Last Movie Critic, about Roger, with co-directors Luke Boyce and Michael Moretti. And then a film that someone said you probably should have Kleenexes for, Bob Trevino Likes It. And we have the writer-director Tracy Lehman and actor French Stewart joining us. We'll break for dinner. I'm laughing because after dinner, we're showing a film that freaks me out, I have to be honest. It's called Get Out by Jordan Peele. And that movie is so kind of freaky, the themes haunt me. And we have the incredibly talented Betty Gabriel with us on that film. That's going to wrap our first day. This is really different. You know, this part that Nate and I are doing, we usually don't get to do this as much before the audience. We usually do that at the university president's house, but this day, since we have a shortened festival, we wanted to get it all in because there are some people in the audience, some are students, some are just cinephiles, and some you'd like to hear kind of the background of what is happening. And Roger used to love talking about all of that. What I want to tell you is that I am just so grateful. Urbana-Champaign is not my hometown. I didn't go to the University of Illinois, but after 27 years, I feel like I belong here. So thank you this morning, thank you. Calling out Nate Cohen again to introduce Miss Samantha Smart. Okay, I came out once more. You know I always forget one thing. I don't like reading my speeches, but I probably should. This one is a serious one. This year, this film festival is dedicated to two powerhouses in the Hollywood industry. Robert Redford, who created so many opportunities over the years with his Sundance Institute for independent filmmakers, and Rob Reiner, who was supposed to be with us this year. When I spoke with him last year, he couldn't come, so we said, we will show American President next year. In his honor, we're showing it. As you know, he's no longer with us, but the film festival is dedicated to the memory of Rob Reiner and Robert Redford.
And what Chaz forgot to mention is before we put together a short 5-minute tribute to Robert Redford, and we're going to screen that before the first film this morning. As Chaz says, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Samantha Smart. I met her at the Austin Film Festival last year. She was on a panel that I moderated, and they asked me to watch 3 films because there are 3 filmmakers on the panel, and Samantha's film just stood out. It was just a remarkable film, and I recommended it to Chaz and to the Alliance for Inclusion and Respect, who are sponsoring this particular screening. This is Samantha's first film. She wrote it, produced it, and stars in it. And the film is remarkable. You'll see it. You'll notice that it was shot in a different aspect ratio than most films that you see these days, which I think contributes essentially to the theme of the film. Anyhow. Samantha also wrote and performs 2 songs in the film, and the film has won prizes at the SCAD Film Festival in Savannah, Georgia, the Coronado Festival in Spain, the Lucca Festival in Italy. Samantha's has other acting credits in an Oscar-nominated short film, Jane Austen's period drama, and she's appeared in a number of TV shows such as Dear White People, Bull, and Katie Keene. It's my real pleasure to introduce you to Samantha Smart, who will introduce her film.
Wow. Thanks. Good morning, everyone. I heard Jane Austen's period drama fans in the house, so shout out. Also, it's very special to be here because I basically grew up on Robert Redford films. My dad worshipped him, basically, so this is a very special treat. Thank you for being here today, very bright and early. I personally love watching movies first thing in the morning with my coffee, so this is very dreamy and lovely. Oh, I'm nervous a little bit. Oh, okay. Thank you to the Ebertfest for having me and for showing Charliebird. I feel very honored to be here standing in front of such an engaged and wonderful audience. I've heard about you. And on the same stage as so many of my heroes that came before. And I feel deeply privileged to play alongside these other films at The Last Dance. Being here reminds me of why film critique matters so much. Thoughtful, insightful criticism of art can push artists to do better, to explore more, and to reach higher. It also brings an audience to the work, and perhaps that is its greatest attribute. Roger Ebert was a giant, and when you have a critic like him, a person like him, it makes you better. And when you have audiences like you all here, it really humbles you. Charliebird was made with a lot of love. It comes straight from my heart and my hometown, which we'll talk about later. Thank you so much for being here in a theater supporting independent cinema. Please enjoy Robert Redford and then Charliebird. Thanks.